You can come in.
Hi, Miss Jensen. My name is Elizabeth, and I'm the nurse working with your nurse practitioner, Mary. She suggested that we speak more about your treatment goals that the two of you already discussed. Can you explain to me your understanding of what you and Mary discussed for your treatment plan?
Hi, Elizabeth. So yeah, my understanding is that I have high blood pressure and I'm overweight, which, might make my heart more stressed out. Well, we talked about a lot of things, but what I remember mostly is that I need to lose weight and eat some different kinds of foods to prevent having a heart attack or some other bad situation. I'm taking this medication for my blood pressure every day, but Mary thinks there's some more natural ways of dealing with my condition too.
Okay, great. I hear you saying you want to focus on weight loss and some dietary modifications to help manage your hypertension and improve your overall heart health. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, it'd be great to lose some weight, but it feels really overwhelming to me.
Can you explain to me more about this feeling of being overwhelmed? Have you had any experiences trying to lose weight in the past?
I gained a lot of weight during the pregnancy and I wasn't very motivated to lose weight after the birth. Then I got pregnant for a second time and then a third time, and now I have these 3 kids, and you know how it goes. Being a mom is a full-time job, and I also work as a receptionist, so I'm sitting. When I do get home, I feel so tired that I just order takeout or pick up fast food pretty often. I guess I feel overwhelmed because I feel like I don't have time to exercise and cook. I'm always taking care of the kids. I tried losing weight a few times with one of those elimination diet plans. But I had the worst food cravings and I felt like I was never getting enough to eat, so I just kind of gave up.
So I hear you expressing that you feel limited for time because of your role as a mother and your work as a receptionist. You also expressed frustration because you've tried losing weight in the past and it did not meet your goals. I'm curious if you can tell me more about your motivations. Why do you want to lose weight?
Yeah, that's a good question. I guess, I'm a mother of 3 children. I think it has to do with my weight and being out of shape, but I also feel so tired most of the time, and I guess I don't really like the way I look. My boyfriend says I'm beautiful, but I just feel so out of touch with my body, and I even feel like it's affecting our sex life. I know that there are so many bad things about being overweight, like high blood pressure and diabetes. I keep reading these stories on the internet about women in their 50s having heart attacks and actually dying. It really scares me to think about. I also want my children to grow up having a mom, and I want to have enough energy to really show up for them.
Thank you for sharing. I know it can be hard to express some of the complex emotions around weight and weight loss. I hear that you recognize the negative health consequences of being overweight and that you want to be present in the lives of your children as they grow up. I also hear that weight may be impacting your self-image, confidence, and your intimate relationship. Is that correct?
Correct. I have a lot of reasons I want to lose weight, but I feel discouraged by the fact that I've tried to lose weight in the past and failed.
I actually think it's great that you've tried losing weight in the past. It demonstrates that you understand weight loss as a priority for your health, and perhaps instead of using the word failing, you might use the word learning. You learned about a weight loss strategy that was not effective for your personal needs. What kinds of weight loss programs have you tried up until now?
Well, I really only tried the Atkins diet, the one where you don't eat bread or cereal or anything like that. It was really difficult for me, but I tried a couple of times because I read about it on the internet.
Based on current research, high-protein diets such as the Atkins diet are not being recommended, and they can be somewhat unsustainable. I would recommend starting gradually with lifestyle changes that can be more easily sustained. For example, increasing the number of fresh fruits and vegetables in your diet, and simultaneously decreasing the number of processed foods and fast foods you eat is a great way to start making changes. About how many servings of vegetables do you eat every day?
I usually just eat 1 small salad a day, so maybe 1 serving of vegetables.
And how many servings of fresh fruit do you eat every day?
Does juice count? I usually have a couple of glasses of fruit juice.
Juice that's 100% real fruit juice is okay, but other kinds of fruit juice cocktails can be tricky because they actually contain a lot of sugar. However, whole fruits are best because they have fiber, they can help you feel more satiated with less calories.
Oh, okay.
What ideas do you have about ways you can increase your vegetable and fruit intake?
Well, I usually eat a bowl of cereal for breakfast, so maybe I could make some kind of fruit smoothie and bring along some cut up vegetables to work with me for snacks.
Those sound like great ideas. You could even add some spinach into your smoothie. And you don't need to completely cut carbohydrates out of your diet, but you might consider substituting refined grains such as white bread for more whole grains, such as a whole wheat bread, or maybe even some whole grain rice, because they offer a more sustained release of energy. What do you see as being the major barriers to these modifications in your diet?
Well, I guess time is the biggest barrier. If I wake up late and I'm too busy helping my kids get ready for school, then I will just purchase fast food on the way to work.
What do you think about planning and preparing meals and snacks the night before to help with the morning rush? Do you think that your boyfriend might be willing to help?
Yeah, I think my boyfriend would be willing or would be happy to help if I asked him. I just kind of feel like it's my responsibility to do everything, so I don't ask, but he's a good cook.
Seems like you have a good sense of some ways that you can modify your lifestyle to reduce your weight and meet your heart health needs. To conclude our session together, I'll just summarize quickly what we talked about and map out a couple of steps you might take next to meet your goals. So first we discussed your motivation and perceived barriers to weight loss. And then we discussed some simple dietary strategies to help you meet your weight loss goals, including integrating more fresh fruits and vegetables and decreasing the number of times you eat fast food and processed food. So based on your goals and what we've talked about, I think it would be effective to take next steps, including keeping a daily food journal for at least the next week, writing out some realistic weight loss goals that you hope to achieve, and scheduling a consultation with a nutritionist or dietitian who can further support you in these goals. Do you have any other questions for me right now?
No, I don't, but thank you for talking with me. I feel like I understand my motivations for losing weight better, and the ideas seem a lot more manageable than it did before.
Great!